York numbers offensively. And listen, they've got a lot of scores, and when you look at this team, they're pretty stacked in that starting lineup. There's a little bit more of a drop-off after their bench not producing very well as DeMar DeRozan's got five's okay. It's the holding hands in the air, I think, that isn't allowed, right?
There you see Mike Brown and Katie just...
Because it is going to have a resurgence, I guarantee you. First of all 5 of their starters shoot over 36% from beyond the arc, 3 of them 40%. So they have a lot of scorers that could score in bunches. And we are still awaiting news on the status of Jalen Brunson, who left the floor in that first quarter after kind of turning his right ankle.
Oh, get it out of here. Sayonara.
It's the talking to the crowd. And like, I talked to him about that earlier this season when we were in LA against the Clippers. And he said, you know, I started to do it because he said, Keldon Johnson, who he played against in college, used to do it after charges. And he said, so after I made a big play, I did it. And he's like, I realized it pumps me up so much that I kind of kept it up. It really amps me up, and I play better that way.
Amps him up, amps this crowd up, as well as Bridges rims out a 3. Knicks 0 for 10 from behind the arc. Remember, this is the 3rd best 3-point shooting team in the league. Oh, Cardwell party inside G1.
He does a really, really great job in that 2-man game, and it's not just off of pick and roll action. He's going to look for you in transition. He's going to look for you in a lot of different ways and different angles, as I think that's going to be a foul on.
Clarkson, and the lid is still on the basket here for New York.
I mean, neither team shooting a good clip from outside. New York yet to make one, 0 of 11. Kings just 2 of 7.
Oh, they're going to get 8 more steps here on the mark. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, he went right into the chest of Cardwell. They're going to call
just a half second sooner. He would have taken that with the brunt of his chest. Does as well, right? His athletic ability, his rim protection, his dunking capability. But he was talking about his energy, and he's like, to me, the energy and what it brings to our team, that impacts winning.
Yes, you see some of the little things that are actually big things that Dylan Cardwell does.
Ooh.
As DeRozan. That's just a crafty move, right? That one's on Mitchell Robinson, his first, team second. As DeRozan.
He's going to be doing all the things, the assist, everything. But he was talking about him defensively, and he said, listen, defense isn't always just about like individual one-on-one defense. It's about how you operate in team defense, in the shell, and being in the right place, rotation-wise, communication. And he says, really, right now, DeMar's doing both at a high level.
You see Malik with the great contest on the leak out. Money, hammer time, boom.
And man, are the fans in this building truly enjoying the show that the Kings are putting on here early. And Doug Christie has found a little bit of secret sauce here with his rotations and the way this team is playing over the past few games.
Oh, Cat, the big bodega. First Nick in double figures, Karl Anthony Towns, but we got a foul.
Shooting a career high from beyond the arc. He's a proven 3-point shooter.
Never lacking confidence. If I miss 10 shots, the rim still looks big. As he pushes it back to a 20-point Sacramento lead. On the spray out, Hart, corner 3.
And that is the first triple at the 8:48 mark of the second quarter for this Knicks squad.
Keon, oh, with the theft, nice hustle. Oh, wow, Hart.
Just reflections a year ago because of plays like that.
DeMar, our front rims one. Here comes Coley. Still early here in the second quarter, 8:22 to go. Kolek, lefty 3-ball. That was a shot of Mitchell Robinson.
And they've continued to kind of build this Knicks team into a contender. Bridges, another kind of trade or acquisition that they had after Scott's tenure. But the question for me is their ability, kind of, are they deep enough if an injury happens to be able to really kind of contend in the East?
Yeah, you see them right now. I mean, without Brunson, their engine that gets this car to go.
It's like they're rudderless.
Yeah, They're struggling right now, trailing 43-26. Also, don't forget Scott Perry drafted Mitchell Robinson as well.
Well, and we just got an update in on Jalen Brunson, frustrated right now, trying to operate without his all-star point guard.
Here's Russell Westbrook. Was looking for the dime to Max Reynaud, leads to a turnover. Hart in transition, counted. All right, what was a 20-point lead, now down to 15.
And
another turnover,
need to do a better job. That they've ramped up the defense inside that paint specifically. You got to get to basics where you're using pump fakes and ball fakes, because they are really trying to attack those gaps defensively.
Knicks continuing their struggles from three, just 1 of 15. Kings, meanwhile, 2 of 8. Here's Westbrook now, snaking that screen from Reynaud. Shot clock at 8. Foul line jumper, butter.
And that is the first bucket for Russell Westbrook. Hasn't had to do a lot of the scoring lifting tonight. He's got 5 assists. He's just 1 of 2 from the field.
Kolek bottled up by Levine. Back out to Deuce. Shot clock under 10. McBride, well defended. Oh man, Mitchell Robinson, another offensive rebound.
Yeah, no one having a body on him. Again, he operates so well because his perimeter players do such a great job of forcing rotations defensively. So most of the time, he's working on the weak side without a body on him.
Mitchell Robinson, 4 offensive rebounds. Zach, too strong on that 3.
Precious staying with it, battling for the offensive rebound, and what that doesn't come up with it, but your defense is set.
Kolek stays with it, goes to the offhand, and Doug Christie,
you know, audition somewhere.
That's more appropriate for this old house or something like that, right?
Oh dear, we devolved.
Look at Westbrook, guarded by Kolek. Got a little smirk on his face here as the clock is now down to 5. Zach. Oh man, another turnover by the Kings. That's 7.
And it certainly ratcheted up that intensity and physicality on the defensive end.
Elbow jumper, no, but there's that man. Mitchell Robinson, first in the NBA in offensive rebounds. Already with 5 tonight. OG Anunoby rims out a corner 3. Kings dodge one.
And Dylan Cardwell looked like he had to enable a forklift to move Robinson on that last one, but he did a great job keeping him off the glass. Sometimes you got to get a little horsepower behind it, you know?
Yeah. Shot clock now down to 7. Knicks have turned up their defense here as of late as Westbrook, yes sir.
And he does the little skip-to-the-loo on the way down. Kings really needed a basket because, as you mentioned, you know, we've talked about it here in the second, the defense for the Knicks has kind of, you know, derailed a little bit the momentum that the Kings had, but you got to keep chipping away at it because they're struggling to score on the other end.
Kings up by 16. Here's Levine. Levine from 18. 1 and done for Sacramento. Tyler Kolek, second-year man, out of Marquette, steps into 1. Knicks 1 for 17 from 3. Remember, they're 3rd in the league in terms of percentage at 38%.
Oh man, this is not going to end well.
Food on the plate as Russ came up way short on that 3 ball.